Hello and welcome to Wargamer Online. Today we have episode 3 of season 2, Age of Sigmar Battle Reports, Fyreslayers versus Maggotkin. Let's get into this.
This video is made possible by our patrons.
Welcome to episode 3 of season 2. Here we go. 2,000 points.
Yep.
We dropped points before. We're back up to 2,000 points. Old enemies of the battle reports here. Maggotkin versus Fyreslayers. Interesting Fyreslayer list, possibly. Who knows? There's 4 magma drop in there. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And yeah, forcing your hand with Vostarg. But we'll talk about that as the game progresses, I suppose.
Yep.
First thing, before we go anywhere, thank you very much to all of our patrons making all of this possible. The reason we've got better audio and all the rest is because of the support we've been going, which is absolutely fantastic. But also, big thank you to all our YouTube fans. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Give that a go now. That's always good for the channel to help spread the word. And some of our favourite comments are coming up on the bottom of the screen right now. Always brilliant, the level of engagement we get. Very exciting and makes it all worthwhile, to be honest. There's a lot of work going into these things. So it's always appreciated when people take the time to comment and let us have feedback or let us know whether they enjoyed it or not. Right. I suppose we need to get into this battle report, really.
Probably. Right here then, the battle plan for today is focal points. Now in this one you have 5 objectives, 2 in each territory, 1 in the middle. You get 1 point for controlling any of the objectives in the territories, and 2 points for controlling the one in the middle. However, if you get the corresponding 1 and 3 or 2 and 4, instead of getting 1 victory point, you get 3 victory points. So you get kind of an extra one because, you know. As well as that, if you have a friendly monster or behemoth within 6 inches of an objective, you get an extra victory point, which we have quite a few monsters and behemoths, so that might work out quite well.
Bell.
Cool. That's it.
For my 2,000 point Fyreslayer army, I've taken Vostarg for a change. Yeah, knowing your low drop, this can force your opponent to go first, because Vostarg with magma drops is so aggressive. It's rare that you get the chance to use its ability, which is essentially slam across the table and kill things in turn 1. But what it does do is make you worry less about the drops, because your opponent, if they know what they're up against when they see 4 magma drops and Vostarg, generally have their hand forced to let you to take the first turn and give you the chance for the double. Needless to say, let's get into the list. Leaders, we have Auric Runefather on Magma Drop. He's my general. He's got the command trait Fiery Endurance and the artifact the Vostag. He's also got the Magma Drop trait Coal Heart Ancient, my favourite of the lot. He's joined by not 1 but 2 Auric Runesuns on Magma Drop, both carrying their ancestral war axes. All of which is joined by a Rune Smiter on Magma Drop with the Forge Key and the Prayer Gilded Claws, the one that benefits Magma Drops. They're also accompanied by a couple of Auric Rune Smiters, again with Forge Key, and I'm taking Prayer of Ash and Searing. For my battle line, I've got 20 Half-Guard Berserkers with Broadaxe. They're currently off the table right now in the Larvic Magnic Tunnels, or whatever it's called, accompanied by one of the Rune Smiters. But on the table, giving some table presence for holding objectives, is 10 Half-Guard Berserkers with Poleaxes and 10 Volkite Berserkers with Hand Axes and Sling Shield. Oh, I've got the right model out as well. Genius. That actually takes me to spot on 2,000 points. No Magmic Invocations for this table, even though I love that Fire Spitter Magmic Invocation. Thought we'd try something new. Let's see how this all happens.
So for my 2,000 point Maggotkin of Nurgle, sorry it's been a long time, I am taking the Host Munificent Wanderers. My leader is Rotti G with the Glorious Affliction spell. Look how happy he is. Next up is my custom Great Unclean one. He's got the Plague Flail and Massive Bile Sword. Look how big that Bile Sword is. He is the general with the one last gift command trait, and then the endless. He got 2 gifts. Got one last one and an endless one. The endless gift artifact, and he's got the Favoured Pox spell.
He looks favoured.
And lastly, in this troublesome trio, is a final Great Unglean one. He's got his Bioblade and Doomsday Bell. He's got the Wither Stave artifact, and just for redundancy, I've taken the Favoured Pox's spell on him as well. And they are all part of the Thricefold Befoulments battalion.
Nice.
Finally, I've got a Lord of Blights with the Muck Talon artifact, and I've also got the Harbinger of Decay, a little custom thing I knocked up quite quickly just because I'm fed up of my Blight Kings just being removed in droves. Speaking of Blight Kings, I have 3 units of 5 Blight Kings, and all of that is in the Blight Cyst battalion. Lastly, I have the Umbral spell portals to chuck some very good favoured Poxes through.
Very nice. Taking a quick look at deployment, as you can see, we're in our respective territories. Fairly straightforward stuff, really. Making sure that all my Magma Drops were within 12 inch of the Runefather. That's for the Vostarg charge. They would get a 6-inch charge and +1, I think, as well. So, and they'd be that would and run and charge and run and charge. So
basically have a 4-inch.
So I've got an 18-inch move with so that would leave.
Oh yeah, they're only a 12-inch move.
Yeah. So 18-inch move, and which would be a 6-inch charge, but I'd be getting +1 to the charge.
We're only actually 18 inches away from each other on this one.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can deploy slightly further up.
Well, it depends where you deploy. I actually hung back.
Oh, okay. Well.
Intentionally so, because I'm close enough to threaten you, but I wanted to come back a little bit more to make it harder for you to do any shenanigans to me. You can run and charge with your army as well.
Yeah,
I'm aware
but
of
I'm
that.
not exactly fast.
So I hung back a bit, and I hung back a bit to make the charge, still more than achievable. But yeah, so there I am. Other than that, backing up the objectives. I didn't have a lot of room for the forge because of terrain all over my backfield. So I popped it here, and there is a little shenanigan smiter back there just to help this half guard out with their save, basically.
I mean, for me, mine was quite simple. Just 3 Great Unclean ones at the front with all the Blight Cyst battalion behind them, all within 7 inches of the Harbinger of Decay to get the 5-inch ignore. And that was about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right, well, there you go. That's everything lined up, ready for that first shot. You get a call. You were only 2 drops, and you... did you beat me on the roll-off? I think you did, didn't you, as well? Did we?
I did.
No, I won. But I just handed it to you, so you'd have to deploy first, yeah.
Yeah, I am going to have to say that first turn. I need to get my buffs up and just do something. Maybe move into a bit of a better position. There's some things I can do to try and cripple you.
I mean, exactly. What I'd definitely do if you were going over here is I'd probably send 3 Magma Drops into one dude and 1 Magma Drop into the other. Definitely delete one of them and do some harm against the other one. And then it'd be a question of letting the half guard mop the rest up.
Yep.
You can't afford to let me have free reign on you with that many Magma Drops hitting into you. So there you go. Come on, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Maggotkin, turn 1. Here we go then, Jack. Let's see this. Let's see this.
First of all, where's Popper's Cycle? It is number 6, which is...
Your entire army.
Rampant Disease. At the start of your hero phase, pick D3 different enemy units within 12 inches of each other. Each one take D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, you douche.
So that's 2. I'm going to do the Rune Father and the Rune Son next to him. So the Rune Father takes 3. The Rune Son next to him takes 3.
You are serious.
Next up, he's going to... This guy's going to try and cast the Umbral Spell Portal. Oh, I've rolled one of them off the table. That's a 6, which I'm pretty sure doesn't go off. Oh no, it's casting value of 5. And you don't have any denies, do you?
No.
Okay. I'm going to put the first one like that.
Yeah.
And the next one has to be set up wholly within 18.
Yeah, do you want
to go
here?
No, go like that. because then I can do 14-inch beam and hit both of them. So that's where that one's going.
Hold on a minute. How wide is the beam?
Well,
so you're hitting the rune suns, yeah?
No, I can...
you can across those two, yeah.
Too,
you can across those two.
So he's going to hack out a portion of his guts to get +1 to cast, but he heals D3 in his hero phase, so he just heals it back up. And he's going to cast his Plague Wind through the spell portal.
Looking good.
Which I get on an 11, which is a 12. You don't have any denies.
No.
Because of my battalion, these two will also help focus the Plague Wind. So as it beams across
2d6 mortal wounds?
your Rune Father and your Rune Son, it's 3d3 mortal wounds.
On each one?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So it's d3 mortal wounds, then for every Great Unclean One I have within 7 inches of him, it increases by a d3. So 3d3, 6 mortal wounds on both of them.
On both? Oh, so it's not a 3d3 roll for each one?
No, yeah.
So that takes them up to 9 wounds each, basically.
So I'll have a check.
Are you going to remove 2 rune sun?
Probably not.
I think you are. Okay, so 9 wounds onto the Rune Father, and we've just had a look at the rule. It says each unit takes d3.
So I suppose you would roll separately for each one. So for
we've decided for the sake of this we're doing it, yeah.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, that's 8 mortal wounds from the
so
second
8
team.
plus 3 takes him to
11. So
11.
He's got 3 wounds left. Then I'm going to try and cast from the same guy Favoured Poxes through it, which I think... No, it doesn't have range on him. I'm going to do it on the Rune Smiter.
Okay.
I get it with an 8. That means as long as this guy doesn't move, as long as he's channeling the Poxes, you're at -1 hit, wound, and save. Rotty G's going to go for a Deluge of Nurgle.
How many more spells have you got?
I failed the Deluge. I've got 1 from Rotigus, 1 from him.
Right, more?
So, yeah.
On top of the Deluge you've just done?
Yeah, they get to cast 2 each. But the Deluge failed, which is really good, because that would have done loads more.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Then I'm going to try and reset the cycle with him.
Okay.
I get it. So I'm going to reset it to Nauseous Revulsion, which means have to re-roll wound rolls of 6s.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and...
On who, though? The whole army?
Yeah, anything Nurgle.
Does that happen this turn?
Yeah.
Great.
It's why kind of 5 and 6 are the best one, because it goes to 5, then it bangs to 6, do the mortal wounds, so you can reset it to 5, and it's just constant backwards and forwards. He's going to, this Great Unclean One, my general's going to Mystic Shield himself. I get it on an 8, so he is Mystic Shielded.
Right, okay.
Corruption points, I get 4 because I'm in my territory and you're not, and I get D3 for my tree. 3, so that puts me on 7 corruption points.
You know when you're rolling D3s, you know there's 1s and 2s as well, yeah?
No,
just saying, I'm just saying, there is a way of... What you have to do, hold on, let me show you though. You get a dice and you roll something other... You roll something other than a 5 or a 6. That's all you have to do. You just roll something other than a 5 or a 6.
Okay.
Try it. See if you can roll something other than a 5 or a... Yeah, you did it.
That's a 2.
Yeah. See, that's now I've shown you how to do it.
Now I know how to solve it.
You obviously had no idea.
I didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't realise that. D3 didn't mean roll 5 or 6.
Yeah,
it just means roll a dice.
Yeah.
And you can roll like anything between 1 and 6 if you want. I mean, well, not even if you want, just, just maybe.
My Harbinger of Decay is going to spend 1 of my 2 command points, because I bought one at the start of the game, for his, I forgot what it's called, but it's the 7-inch Aura of 5 of Pignorum Blight Kings.
Right, okay.
That's my hero phase.
Yeah, no, that was good. Shooting?
Movement. Right, movement time. Big Fatty McGee.
Yeah.
Running. 4, so he's a movement of 4 plus 3, so that's 8. So that's an 11-inch move, which I'm actually just going to get him up to about here.
Yeah.
Just kind of blocking. He can't move because he's channeling the Poxes. So Rotigus is going to advance. Again, that's kind of just enough to get him.
Okay.
Still want him within 6 of that. But that's just enough to get him up to there. This unit of Blight Kings are going to run. Cool. Jump.
So they go on a 6 run.
Yep. So they are a 4-inch move plus 3 plus 6. So that's a 13 for them.
Yep.
I don't think I want to get them up too much. I'm kind of just going to get them up and around to here.
Mm-hmm.
This unit is going to run as well. A 3. They just need to get within 6 over here. So they're going to get up to there. Just like that. Oh. This unit of Blight Kings finally are going to run. That's only a 1, but that's enough.
What is the move of Blight King?
4 inches, but the bell gives them an extra 3.
Right, okay then.
Like that. Then the Harbinger can get, as long as it's 7 to there.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's like that. Still within 7 there, so that's giving the 5 up to ignore to all of them. Then the Lord of Blights is just going to run up 2 over to here, like that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, at the end of movement, I'm going to spend all 7 of my corruption dice to summon a tree. The tree's just going to go like that.
Okay.
Spread the garden, my pretties. Spread it.
Spread the garden. Okay.
That's pretty much my turn.
Into your battle shock. No rolls for me, but you know, seriously injured.
Yeah, and I've
Done what you need to do,
done
surely.
what I needed to do. I'm
Surely.
hunkering up. I don't know. I think I'm still.
That is such a strong first play.
That spell, the spell portal plus the plate.
Well, it doesn't go away.
Really
None of that
good.
goes away, and you can keep doing it.
I suppose I am up against a non-magic army, which helps. The fact you couldn't deny it.
Yeah.
Because they're not high casters. He only gets like a +1 cast. So he's not like, you know, he's not
okay.
like...
You remember that bit about rolling below a 6, yeah?
Also, I can't roll below a 6. But yeah.
Genius.
That is my...
Well, I like a challenge. You've given me a hell of a challenge. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Here we go then, into my hero phase. This is tough. This is real tough. Let's go for some runic empowerments. Runic empowerment from him on a 3+. Oh, I should mention I'm burning this for
You're gonna burn it.
reroll saves of 1 across the army. Runic empowerment for this unit's going on to this magma drop unit, yeah?
Yep.
Runic empowerment for this one on a 4, going on to the Rune Father.
Okay.
No, sorry. Yes, Rune Father.
Yep.
Yep, that and that. So the Rune Father's reroll wounds. This Rune Sun, the full health Rune Sun, is reroll wounds.
Yep.
Next up, Gilded Claws. On a 3, I don't think that goes off, does it?
Prayer of Ash is the only 4-up prayer.
So Gilded Claws goes on to the Rune Father.
Yep.
And then Prayer of Ash goes off on a 3. No,
Prayer of Ash is the one that needs a 4.
Prayer of Ash does indeed need a 4, and I've burnt the forge, so Prayer of Ash doesn't go off.
What rune are you gonna pop?
What rune am I going to pop?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to have a look at that. Right, I'm going to go for Rune of Awakened Steel, which is basically improving my rend, which is kind of just cancelling out yours.
From my demons.
Yeah, what else can I do? Okay, into...
well, roll the dice. If you get a 6, then you get the Big Daddy version.
Oh, yeah, good point, sorry. Oh, and it was a 6 for a split sec. Okay, he's also going to consume his nugget.
Yep.
Okay. Which gives +1 save to units wholly within 12, yeah?
The 12-inch aura, yeah.
Okay. Right, into movement.
Okay.
Okay, let's get some movement going. So this guy is just going to tank it over to there. Could you do me a... Hold on a second. Can you put me a finger on 18 inches, can you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, this guy is wounded, so he can only go 13 inches. So, that's with the run. They've all got a 6-inch run at the start of this turn. Okay. Now this guy can go. He's going to come over here and be 3 inches away from your boss.
Yep.
And he can go 18 inches.
Yeah, you can definitely go there.
Which again gets me to within 3 inches of your boss. Okay. Yeah, do I want to do that though? I'm abandoning a lot of points if I move him. He's got to be wholly within 12, hasn't he? Of those guys to give the bonus save,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. He's got to be quite close, and he's out of the range of... If that thing wasn't there, I might have just been able to do it. But it is there.
Definitely all part of the plan.
Definitely all part of the plan. So I'm just going to have to abandon some points for now. And see what I can do over there. These guys just going to surround this. No, actually, what's the range of that thing?
14.
14 inches, yeah?
Yeah, you can pop out 14.
Okay, well, let's make you dispel it and recast it then.
Yep.
If you're going to have to do anything with it. Do you lose a spell to dispel it? You do, don't you?
Yeah,
Is that
you
how
do.
it works?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. And these guys, I can't really get more than 14 inches away. Do any of your spells need line of sight?
Yeah. But you can measure line of sight through the portal, that's kind of a...
Yeah, it's pretty high. You're going to be able to see some of the units.
I don't think I do need line of sight for the wing, because I just have to pick a point within 14, and then I draw the line between...
Right, well that
That's the
unit's just
point.
going to have to take a smack, and I don't think there's much I can do about it. The problem is I didn't want to leave them all the way out there. But just going to have to do what I'm going to have to do. Okay, end of movement, and I'm going to need some 9-inch rulers. Okay, so that's the end of movement. I've got a unit of half guard appeared over there within 12 inch of the Auric Rune Smiter there.
yeah. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, you know what? He's no good there. He might as well be there. Well, he might as well be. He's not out of line of sight, and he's still on the terrain at that, isn't he?
Yeah, it's still good.
So, that's it. Into
Shooting.
Here we go then. No shooting, because of just about everybody ran. And I don't have the flame spitter. Oh, I'm so missing that now. This Auric Rune Sun
Ooh, you start off the Maggotkin.
gets an 7.
So, +1, as far as I remember. So that is an 8. Trying to block your half guard.
No, he needs to be over here for the
Buddy.
6-inch benefit anyway. So he's just going to do that. Whoa. He's going to pile up on that tree as much as possible. There you go. And then
God.
the Auric half guard. Go at 5.
You gonna do it?
Command reroll. I've got to,
Yeah.
haven't I? South 5 again. Okay, so that's about as bad as it gets. We're going to need some charges now then. Auric Rune Smiter. Looking for a 2. In fact, actually, I get these charges no matter what, don't I?
Yeah,
And he rolled a 5, 6, 7, 8. And one more makes a 9. Got to end within half an inch, haven't I? Is it wholly within 12 inch for the +1 save? Okay. That's going to have to go to there.
Yep.
Right. And we've got a 3-inch measure.
Yeah.
I want to keep those blights out. Can I do that?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. And then with the Rune Father, he gets a 4. And again,
Yeah, I mean, it's just spiky models.
spiky models. The
Yeah.
tail's in the way,
Yeah.
but you get the idea. Oops. How many wounds is he on?
It's got 3 left.
He's got 3 left.
Yeah.
He's on 9 wounds. He's full strength.
Yep.
Okay. That's it. Into combat.
Okay. So you are re-rolling hit rolls of 6 because you're within 12 inches of the Great Unclean One that has the Wither save artifact.
Okay.
You're re-rolling wound rolls of 6 because of the nauseous revulsion trait that is active on the cycle.
This cycle, yeah.
You're re-rolling hits because you're near
another rune sun, and re-rolling wounds because of runic empowerment.
So you're rolling all the dice, and for the talons, any 1, 2, 3, and 6 you're re-rolling. So we're looking for 4s and 5s, really.
Let's go for it then. 4s and 5s on the talons.
Well,
okay.
no 6s.
No 6s.
But you do get to re-roll all the hits. Good job.
So that is, and that's 6. Do I re-roll
no,
that because it's been re-rolled?
You cannot re-roll a re-roll.
So that is 4 hits. And I am wounding on 3s, re-rolling and re-rolling 6s, but okay, so that is 3 wounds at -2 rend, doing -2 damage.
2. So this is 3 6-ups, which I made 2 of, and 5 up to ignore, which 2 go through.
So 2 wounds, that's all he's done. Blazing Maul, hitting on 4. Re-roll.
Yeah.
Can't re-roll that.
Axe.
And then the axe. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling. And I have to re-roll that 6, but not that 6, yeah? So, okay, and then wounding on 4s.
Re-rolling.
Re-rolling. So that is
2 at -1?
Yes, 2 at -1.
Both go through, so 2d3 damage.
2d3 damage. That is 5.
That's not bad. 5 up to ignore. That is 2 wounds, which kills that dude. So one of them's gone.
And that's it.
Yep.
Game over.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
So the Great and Clean One, massive bile sword, 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. That's 1 miss, re-rolling the 1 though from the battalion. 1 hit and wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. It's 1 save at -2 rend, which goes down to -1 rend, which...
Because of my ability, because of Cold Ashhorn Ancient.
Yeah. You're 3 up save, back down to 4, so 4 up save, re-rolling 1s.
So 3.
So that is 3 damage from that.
Takes him to 12 wounds.
The flail. Re-rolling the 1. And then 3s to wounds. 2 saves at no rend now, so 2 3-ups, re-rolling 1s.
2 3-ups, re-rolling 1s. Oh, saved. Okay. Unless I have to re-roll 6s to save as well.
Nurgle wings. 1 hit. No wound. So 3 dice, forced to do mortal wounds. From the blood, because I did 3 damage.
Forced to do mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound.
5 up. Saved.
Okay. Here we go then, activating the Rune Father on Magmadroth.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Horns and Claws. I'm down to the last few wounds, so I've just got 2 attacks with the Horns and Claws. Wait, have I taken 12 wounds?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so I've got 3 attacks with the Horns and Claws.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s. Was that re-rolling 6s?
Yep.
So I'm good actually, 1 went through. Wounds on a 3.
Remember, you re-roll all hits because of the Gilded Claws on him. So,
yeah, of course,
so re-roll that 1 miss.
2 misses.
Oh, it's 2 misses. Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 hits.
No, 1 hit. Oh yeah, 2 hits in total. 1's gone through so far, and
re-roll wounds because of
runic empowerment, which doesn't work.
So 1 goes through, and this is a
-2 rend, -3. No, -2 rend because
back down to -1 because you're near a demon. So 5 up save. I saved. The chompy mouth. You chow down.
Yep. So this is the Grand Maul hitting on a 4. Nope.
Re-rolling.
Re-rolling.
It's technically a Maggotkin attack.
Hits. Wounds on a 2. Wounds. -3 rend now.
Now to -2, so 6 up. Goes through, so D3.
D3. 1.
Don't ignore it. So down to 15 wounds.
And then the Grand Latch Axe hitting on 3s. Re-rolling. The 6 I have to re-roll, is that correct? Which doesn't go through.
And then 3s to
wounding on 3s. Re-rolling.
So that's 2 wounds because the 6 does count that time. I don't get the extra damage because that's on hit.
2 rends, yeah.
So plus 2 rend, minus 2 rend, yep.
No, so what's its rend normally?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's -1, so it becomes -2, -3, back to -2.
-2, so 6 ups, both go through, so it's 6
damage.
Which I ignored 1 of, and you take 1 mortal wound on him. So I take 5 wounds from that.
And if I take a wound, is that in combat?
Yes.
So on a 4 up, it doesn't splash back to you.
Cool.
You're activating the
Black
whatever
Kings.
these dudes are called. Black Kings.
Only part I'm keeping 1 back just to keep within the 5 up to ignore in case you double turn me. So 3's to hit. That is 3 misses, but that's 6 becomes an extra 2 hits. And 3's to wound. 6 saves at -1. So
well, he's on +1 save.
6 4-ups, re-rolling 1s.
So 4 ups, re-rolling 1s. And that is 4 going through. Damage?
Bounce back. Just 1.
So 4 bouncing back. Looking for 4s. 1 bounces back.
Okay. And I ignore that on a 5. Which I don't.
There we go then. This is the Rune Smiter on Magmadroth. So hitting on 4s. Re-rolling those 6s.
Yep.
That is 4 hits. Wounding on 3s.
Re-rolling the 6s.
No re-roll. So that's 3 wounds at -2 rend, doing 2 damage.
4 go through. Ignored 1 and you take a mortal wound back.
Okay, taking a mortal wound, which you take as a mortal wound.
On a 4.
I've rolled it, sorry.
Oh, which I don't ignore.
Okay. And then the Grand Latch Axe. 1 attack with this, hitting on 3s. He gets a 6. So he re-rolls it to a 1.
And then the mouth.
Oh, and the Blazing Maul, yeah. On a 4, which he misses. Okay. Right, Battle Shock. You need every wound you take, you get back on a 4+, yeah?
In that turn, yeah. So you did 10 wounds, I get 4 back.
4 back. So
Not
all of that for 6 wounds against him, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, below average roll, but you just have to say everything I'm doing is halved.
It's halved. But he can't, it's weird because he can't heal over what he's got, if you get me.
Yeah.
So next turn I don't, next turn, if you do 5
you can't
wounds
cap
to him,
out.
Yeah, you can't bring
You can't
him.
go back to full.
It's just whatever he's
but
taken
essentially
that
I've taken,
turn.
what, 6 wounds off you. How many wound model is he?
16.
So we've got 10 more to go, but the maximum you can be at is... Sorry, I've not taken 6 wounds, have I? Oh, I have taken 6
you have.
wounds.
You've done 6 wounds.
So the max, next turn, the max he can get back to is 10.
It's 10.
Right, okay.
Unless he heals via another.
What I do though is, because the Volkite Berserkers you'd pulled a little bit too far, it actually, I've got 5 models over there, 6 with this, and it's a behemoth.
So you get 4 points for holding that, plus
4 points,
the extra 1 over.
plus 1 over there. So yeah, it should be 3. I get +1 for the behemoth, so making it 4, and 1 over here. And if I had have kept the behemoth back, I probably would have equaled you on. Well, I would have equaled you on points. But then again, if I'd have killed something over here, I'd have also probably just about taken that one. Maybe not. No, probably not. Yeah, tough game. But I think all we need to do is roll for turn 2 and see what happens. Okay, here we go. Roll up for turn 2. I desperately need this, and I roll a 6.
I got a 1.
So unless you got a 6. Here we go then into Fyreslayers hero phase. It's going to be a hard fought game. I'm going to go for Rune of Fury because you've got me super angry now. I'm so angry.
No.
I'm going to roll a 6 or a 5. 6 would have been very, very useful right now. Runic Empowerment from this Rune Smiter over here on a 3, is it, or a 4? Runic Empowerment.
3.
Goes off.
So re-rolling wounds.
Re-rolling wounds on the Half-Guard Berserkers.
Yep.
Runic Empowerment from this guy here. Doesn't go off. Runic Empowerment from him. Does go off. He's going to give re-roll wounds to this Rune Son.
The wound?
Oh, no, sorry.
No, that one.
Yeah, sorry, I pointed at the wrong one. Is he wounded, by the way?
He's taken 1 wound.
1 wound, okay. So, re-roll.
Oh no, sorry, I've taken 1 wound. No, he's taken 4.
4 wounds.
He
Sorry
took
about
4
that. I think
last
I just
turn.
didn't put a
There you go.
marker
It's
on.
alright.
Do apologise.
I mean, you could put the runic empowerment on the Hearthguard if you wanted back there.
They've got a long walk, haven't they?
How far away are they?
You know, they're 11 inches.
So 4-inch move puts them to a 7-inch charge, which is then
Plus
a
1
6-inch
charge.
So
6-inch charge. Why not?
theoretically,
Let's go with a half
they'll
guard.
deal with all that.
Let's go with a half guard because the those guys are going to move out of the way one way or another.
Yep.
What else have I got? Rune of Searing Heat from this little guy over here who teleported in. Doesn't get it.
Okay.
Rune of Ash, which is the +1 save. Doesn't get it.
Gilded Claws.
Gilded Claws. Come on. Yes. Gilded Claws go off, so that goes on to him. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think that's it. I've got no more nuggets.
Fyreslayers do like their nuggets.
Right, okay then, let's get... Okay, so movement.
Yeah, I should mention as well, my cycle's ticked over to Rampant Disease, so you're no longer re-rolling 6s.
No longer re-rolling 6s. Is my 4-inch move for
Still
these
re-rolling
guys?
6s for here, by the way, just not...
Yeah, okay. So, in fact, he's going to go... Because I might as well start a bit of a fan out. Just really the closest one dictates the charge, so let's move him forward. And then everybody else can start to spread out, as they say. We could do with some throwing steel axes at this point. Right, do you mind moving the rest of those up? Let's bunch them up to there, slightly to the... Yeah, no, come this way to go round that terrain if you can. Next up then, the Rune Father is going to... in fact, actually, this Rune Son... it's just going to move. I was going to say he's going to retreat. He's only on 3 wounds, so he's down to... that means he suffered... Crikey, he's got a 7-inch move. Yeah, he's just going to move over here, basically. A little bit out of the way.
Yep.
Doesn't have to get... Does that tree harm me at all?
I think it does, but I think it might be in my hero phase. I'm going to have a look.
What I'm going to do is move over there anyway. Spiky tails, spiky models. Drives me insane.
No, this is at the start of the hero phase.
Oh,
It's on the
okay.
4 if you take a mortal wound. So the Rune Father... Yeah, takes 1 mortal wound.
That pops
And
the
the
Rune
Rune-
Father.
How many wounds did he have?
On 13.
Oh, so that does get him. And the Rune Son takes 1.
Okay, so that takes him to 2 wounds left. In which case I'm going to change his move if that's okay.
Yeah.
Ugh. Not good. He's going to stay there then.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. I'm not going to change his move. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to come out. Is it 3 inches on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to come away from 3 inches on that. But still within 6 inches of that guy. Because when they've only got a couple wounds left, can he afford mortal wounds? Rune Smiter, he's got Gilded Claws. Okay, this Half-Guard Berserker unit coming forward 4 inches.
Nice and fast.
Super fast army, mate. A lot of people are jealous of the
Fastest
speed of the Half-Guard. It's where everybody talks about how tough Half-Guard are, but of course this is the problem.
Yeah.
They are just not mobile at all. Full Kite Berserkers. Do I do anything with them right now? They can't get over there, so they might as well defend that objective. Question is whether I retreat this guy back for the extra point on this objective. Although actually, if he goes in there, I'm taking an extra point here anyway. Just on the basis of how many half-guards survive. Okay, next up then, retreat in the...
Rune Smiter.
Okay, so let's bring him back. He's coming back to here. Can't get away from that spell, but it doesn't really matter. I want the extra point off of that. And we're into shooting. 2 throwing axes. 1 hit.
Not bad.
I do reroll hits of 1 with this, don't I, as well? Yeah. And no wound, though. Although that runic empowerment. No. Next up is the flame spitter from this guy into this unit, so need to roll less than a 5. I do.
So it's D6 because of how close you are.
That's D6 mortal wounds. That's 6 mortal wounds. Do I need to re-roll? No, I don't need to re-roll that, do I?
Didn't make any.
Wow. They're 5 up to ignore though, yeah?
That's what I did.
Oh.
3.
The fire spit from back here is just off camera, but he's just here. Now he has to roll because of the amount of wounds he's taken. Is he down to 3 wounds? 2 wounds. Oh crikey, I don't think I can do it. It's 2d6. How many models are left?
3.
3 models. I rolled 3. So do I equal it or?
Yeah, so you get it. So it's D3 mortal wounds.
I'm just checking it doesn't have to be less.
No, because you can roll a 1 on a 1 wound character.
Equal or less. So D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds.
Made 1, but that still gets him.
Okay. And I think I'll leave throwing the throwing axes.
Okay.
Do I? Yeah. Jack's just crying at me doing throwing axes. He's like, come on,
say,
things that desperate.
Say like, you know, if you've got 10 models, for every 10 models in the unit, you deal wounds.
Charges. Let's go with this half-guard berserker unit here.
6.
And I get a 10. So that becomes... sorry, 9. So it becomes a 10.
That is a definite.
Well, I need to get 5 models in, but I also want to try and keep that unit out. So could you give me a 3-inch measurer there? Yeah. Is that okay? Woo! So let's go up to 3-inch. And then this guy here. We have said he'd lose an inch squeezing through that gap because there is a rise in the terrain, but even then that's a 9-inch, so... Oh, I'm sorry, I've just broke the flail. So that goes there. And then if I can get 1, 2... I didn't even need to go through that gap. I do apologise, he just dropped an axe as well. And then these guys... Better just do a measure on him actually, because we are going to lose... What did I get? 9?
Well, 10. Because...
10 actually, yeah, so they're good. In fact, let's just measure the back one, because he's going to be back there, but not enough to stop the lack of piling. Okay, so there you go like that. Somebody's lost their weapon. There you go. Next up, the half-guard berserkers over there, big unit. They get a 6, making it a 7.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, you do that off camera. Right, here we go. I'm going to activate this unit of half-guard first.
Yep.
I'm spending a command point, taking me back to 0 on the Vostark ability, which is Honor Our Ancestors, which comes from this guy here. That gives himself +1 to hit, and the half-guard berserker unit +1 to hit. But that's where the simplicity ends, because it's shenanigans versus shenanigans now. So we'll work that out, and let's roll. So here we go. This is how it pans out. I am 2s to hit, re-rolling 1s and 6s. 6s at the end of that round of re-rolls, doing 2 mortal wounds. And then I'm wounding on 3s, simply re-rolling.
Yep.
Here we go then. 1 6 so far, which I need to re-roll. Am I re-rolling 1s on this?
Yes.
Okay, that's a really ugly roll from your perspective. But then again, it was 1s and 6s. And then looking for 2s. I get 2 more. No mortal wounds though.
3s
to wound.
Re-rolling.
Re-rolling. There is no rend on this. So that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Sorry, you counted the ones out. 10
dice here though, so 4 up armor. That is 6 so far, and then I'll do another 7. So that is 10 wounds in total, with a 5 up to ignore.
Not enough.
I ignored 2, so I've got 2 wounds left.
Activating the 2 ickle dudes.
Yeah, they're just gonna throw dice at the half guard. 3s to hit, 3 hits, and 3s to wound. Nothing.
Okay. In which case the half guard are going to fight back. Okay, so the magma drop piles in an attempt. Actually, he's going before the half guard because he's got a gap. He's squeezed through the gap. He's going to try and get the attacks onto Big Papa there.
Yeah.
He's attacking with the horns and claws. He's down to 5 attacks with the horns and claws. He's hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Oh no, re-rolling because of the proximity of him. So 4s re-rolling, but also re-rolling 6s. Is that right?
Yep.
But not on a re-roll. So that is 5 hits going through. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling due to runic empowerment, although there is a 6 there as well. And that is 4 wounds at -1 rend, doing 2 damage against the big guy.
4 4-ups. Paid them all.
He's good then, because I don't think I've got enough left. The Blazing Maul hitting on 4s. Hits on a 6, so I have to re-roll that, is that correct? Yep. Hits on a 5. Wounds on a 2. Gets a 1, but I'm re-rolling with runic empowerment. Oh, gets another 1.
Gilded Claws.
Gilded Claws, sorry, sorry. And then the Ancestral War Axe.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. All hit, but one of them being a re-roll on a 6. All hit. Wound on a 4, re-rolling.
No re-roll on this.
Oh, sorry, there's no re-roll. Sorry, you're right, it's Gilded Claws, but they all hit anyway, so those 3.
4 up. Paid them all.
Okay, so you go with the great and clean one. Mr. Lucky 4 up. 6 4-ups you made there?
Oh, yeah.
That's average for you.
I'm going to put everything into the half guard, I guess. With the sword, I miss. The flail.
Or the hairnet as it currently is.
No wounds. And the Nurglings on 5s. Ooh. And 5s. Ah, 1 save at no rend, because of course the Nurglings always do more.
1 save at no rend is a 5-up save. Yep, goes with a 4-up ignore, which I make.
Cool.
The half-guard berserker is attempting to remove the last 2 Maggotkin, but there is a boss over there as well, so I'm going to go for him. I can get 3 guys onto the boss, so this is 2 attacks each. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Yeah, and 6s.
And 6s, of course.
Of course.
And then, so that's 1 miss so far. And another miss. 6 doesn't do anything with this, does it?
No.
I had a bit of a dream there, where it did. And then 3s to wound, re-rolling through runic, which is runic empowerment this time. And obviously do 6s as well, but
no,
doesn't matter anyway. That's 3 wounds at -1 rend, doing 2 damage on your boss.
5 of armor.
Oh, 4, sorry, 4.
Oh, 4.
At -1 rend.
3 go through,
That's
so that's
6 damage.
5 to ignore. He ignored 1, so he takes 5 wounds.
How many wounds you got?
I think he's got 7. But I might
it's kind of a nurgly number, isn't it?
Feels right.
Okay, 8 of the guys onto the 2 remaining dudes. Same round of rolls again. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s and 6s. Plenty of 6s in there. And a couple of 1s. And re-rolling those, looking for 3s. Get them all. And then wounding on 3s. Simply re-rolling here, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a lot of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 going through at minus whatever rend. -2, -1 rend.
-1. So that is going to be 5-up saves. Oh, rolled 1 straight off. That's not bad.
2 damage.
Well, all this is 2 damage. I'll just roll this twice on the 5-up to ignore. That is 4 going through so far. And another 3. So that leaves the boss on 2 wounds.
Okay. And I think, is that it for combat?
I think so.
Okay. The little boss?
Yeah, the boss hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 1 save at -1.
1 save at -1 becomes a 6-up save with a 4-up ignore.
It's 2 damage.
Both ignored. And as we go into battle shock, you need to roll for the heal on the great and clean one.
Yeah, it's 5 wounds back. So he's
Okay.
up to 7.
Up to 7. Man, if that rune sign had just done a wound.
Yeah.
Was he on 1 wound?
2 wounds.
2 wounds. Oh, man. How many 4-up saves did you make?
Quite a
6. 6 in a row. Anyway,
That's what I do.
multiple damage. 4-up saves
Yeah.
as well. And the guys battle shock or anything? Not with this army, surely.
They do. They lost 3, but not on the 1. They're good.
Okay.
Ugh,
Oh right, so
scored quite
just from a
lot.
point, I didn't do too bad because I got the behemoths over there. I scored 8 points in total. Just to clarify where that comes from, you get 3 for holding these 2, but each of them have a behemoth on, so that takes me to 5 for those 2, 2 for the middle one, and 1 for over here. So 5 plus 2 plus 1, 8 points, taking me to a total of 13 against your 6.
Yep.
And release the magic. Okay, here we go. Hero phase.
Healing D3 on him. Being a great and clean one, only 1. And then I'm going to
Hardly
try
can't
and
play
Plague Wind across there, which I do get. So it will heal him for D3. 1. Again, of course.
Through that unit.
Yeah, and then it
Because
just
it's a
goes
line, is it?
through that,
You're not
yes.
using the portal for that?
No,
then?
it's a 14-inch
So you could
beam.
do the heal, right?
Yeah. 3d3 mortal wounds is 7 mortal wounds on them.
7 mortal wounds ignored on a 4-up.
Yep.
Oh, you did really well there. You've killed 2.5 of them.
Sweet. Then I'm gonna favored pox as them. I get it on an 8. They are now at -1 to hit, wound, and save. The big unit of Hearthguard. Then, I mean, he's gonna try and do his deluge, which I get on a 7. So that is 7 dice, looking for 4s. So I can pick 4 units to take D3 mortal wounds. I'll go with... Oh, well, he's not visible because he's in the forest. So I'll go with the Volkites, the Hearthguard, and Magmadroth.
Yep.
So the Volkites take 2 mortal wounds, the Hearthguard take 3, the Magmadroth takes 1, and the other Hearthguard take 3 as well. So...
All 3 going through on that.
And then the other big unit.
You said 3, didn't you?
Yeah.
2, 1 going through. Just 1 going through.
Okay. Find little wound counter out. Just a dude on the back.
Actually,
Then-
can I change what models I... Oh,
Yeah,
wait. Is
if
it
you
within
want.
3 inch of this?
Yeah.
No, I'm taking more wounds no matter what. I haven't got enough bodies to remove.
He's going to... Oh, I don't know. He's going to Mystic Shield himself.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I'm going to Arcane Bolt the Magmadroth from this big guy, which I get, so it's just, again, 1 mortal wound. And that's all the spells I can do.
Yep.
Heals. Does he heal himself on a 6? He
Yeah.
does, so D3. So he's back up to full. Does he heal the boss?
Yeah.
No. And does
Oh,
he
no.
heal the Volkite? Does he do damage to the Volkite? No, doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, I do have one more spell I can do with him. Sorry, I can try and reset the wheel, which I don't get. So the wheel's
Right.
staying where it is. That's everything. Movements.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to spend 1 command point that I gain this turn on his command ability for the 5-up to ignore aura.
Right, okay.
And then that's everything.
That's your command point, taking you back down to 1 command point,
Yep.
actually, so we're good at that. Into your movement phase.
Rotigus is running.
Do you need to summon up
6.
some Nurgly powers, or have you done that? Where you roll for...
Oh, I haven't done my corruption punch yet. I do
Yeah,
need to do
okay.
that. But that is a 4-inch move. 4, 5, 6. So he's got a 12-inch move.
Mm-hmm.
Not be able to get through there. So it's going to have to kind of
Waddle through.
waddle. Yeah.
You can kind of go to there.
Over to, like...
There. Whoa! Yeah, just in case you're wondering, these count as trees.
Yep.
So
Corruption points.
the smoke you have to go around, just like or up and over. I know it's a bit vague, but we do it as
Yeah.
a proxy as trees.
The corruption points, I only actually get 3 because I'm in my territory. I don't get another one because you're in mine. And I only get D3 from that tree because you're near that one. So 3, so
D3?
that's...
What did you get on your D3?
3.
Yeah.
So that's 6 corruption points. Not enough to summon anything, but That's that. Movements. The Lord is going to run and retreat. Just out
Coward.
there.
Coward.
Yep. This Blight King is going to run and retreat.
Coward.
Gets him out to there as well. These Blight Kings are just moving up to be
Cowards.
3 inches away. No, they're doing it. They've got this.
They should go closer if they were not afraid.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're 2 inch.
These guys have got a 4, 5, 6, 7 inch move, so getting round to here. And they're going to have to do a charge to try and get in. This guy's going to advance 5, so he's a... Yeah, he can get up and around to here because of the bell. And that's...
What's his move? Oh, he's a horse though, isn't he? Yeah, I forgot he was a horse. He's a super fast slug, basically.
Super fast slug. And he gets the +3 from the bell.
Yeah.
That's all my movements.
Okay.
Now it's into shooting.
Okay.
That Great Unclean one,
Into the magma.
doing his vomit. It's 1 shot, which hits on a 3. Hits. Wounds on a... he's taken 7 wounds now. So wounds on a 3. I get it, so it's 1 save at -2 rand.
Well, he's a 4-up save. I can't remember whether he's got any kind of bonus on him at this point. I don't think he has he? So it becomes a 6-up save, which goes through. Damage.
1 wound. So 7 wounds. That's all the shooting, so it's into charges.
We just realised we weren't filming during the charge phase, so this unit here got something like a 7 and wrapped around the unit there. This unit got a 10 and got into there. Great and clean one. Rotigus failed.
Yeah.
So sorry about that, we just missed that on filming. Activating the...
Blight Kings. So
Blight
I've got
Kings.
4 of them into the Hearthguard, 1 of them into the Magma Drop. So into the Hearthguard, hitting on 3s, those 2... Oh, there was 1 missing there and 2 6s. I've just made a mess there. 2d6 extra, so I get 3 extra hits and then 3s to wound. 5 saves at -1 rend.
So 5 6-up saves. 4 going through, and then I 4-up ignore. 3 going through. So I think you've taken 2 off the back there. Just there was a wound, wasn't there, back there somewhere? Okay.
And then 1 onto the Magma Draw. I guess a 6, which becomes 1 extra hit.
Oh, is it D3?
No, it becomes D6 hits instead of you get D6.
Oh, and you 1 extra, right? Okay.
So 4 saves at -1, so 4 5-ups.
2 going through.
Okay, and then bounce backs.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry. 1 bounce back. 5-up ignore.
I don't know if I managed to. They are not in range for the 5-up ignore.
Ah, so 1 more wound back.
So just 1 more wound.
My activation, yeah? Okay, I'm putting everything into the Great and Clean one. You never know, I might just look out on a bunch of 6s on the re-roll. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. And 6s. Well, there's the 6s I needed. Unfortunately, it was 4 of them. But the good news is...
Quite a lot of 1s.
Quite a lot of 1s. So hitting on 3s.
What you're looking for.
1 6, so that's 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds so far.
And everything else going through. Hitting on 3s. Do I get re-rolls on those? I think I do. They had runic empowerment on, didn't they? There's 6s as well, or?
No, don't have re-rolls.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds on him.
9,
Not enough, we know it.
9 4-ups. Unless I roll like that, it is. And then the 2 mortal wounds. Okay. He's got 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left. If the Magma Drop can survive a round of nonsense, he might just do it.
Well, I've done all my attacks there on the Magma Drop, so I've only got the Blight King attacks to do. And they're just gonna...
What, isn't the Great and Clean one attack?
Yeah. He's not gonna do anything.
Well, you might as well.
Might as
yeah,
well,
you might as well, haven't you?
Might as well. So, 1 Bile Sword attack hits. Doesn't wound. The Flail. 3 hits. 2 saves at -1.
2 4-up saves? 5-up saves.
5-up saves.
Both going through.
So that's
Damage.
4 damage.
Bouncing back. 1 mortal wound bouncing back. Has that killed him?
He's got 1 wound left. Let's see if the Nurglings can scratch his eyes out.
Oh, sorry.
1 hit, no wound. And then the 1
mortal wound back on.
back. I do ignore.
Magma drop attacking back. He's down to 2 horns and claws attacks. Hitting on 4s.
Rerolling.
Rerolling. Nope. 1 going through. Wounding on 3s.
Rerolling.
Which he gets at -1 rend.
Save.
And then the Blazing Maul hitting on 4s. Rerolling. Oh no, not reroll. Yes,
Yeah.
rerolling. So that hits. Wounds on a 2.
Rerolling.
Wounds at -2 rend.
So -1, so that'll be a 5 up. Go through.
D3 damage. 2 damage.
Didn't ignore. So he's gone.
Pop. My god, only 3-4 rounds of combat. And so many soldiers. And up against these guys.
Oh, wow. Wow.
6s are D6 attacks, yeah?
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
Oh. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 extra. 2, 4, 6.
Oh man, I'm just watching this game bleed away from me.
13. Got a random amalgamation of dice.
Oh,
at
I'm
this
so
point.
bringing I did a Deepkin against this list.
There
We're
you
gonna
go.
have to do a grudge match.
That made up for it.
We're gonna have to do a grudge match.
That was not a great wound roll.
Well, they were going on Battle Shock anyway, so it kind of makes no odds whether you kill them or not.
6, 9, 12, 15, 16 at -1.
16 at -1, so looking for 6s.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do. And then a 4 up ignore. Need a roll of a lifetime here. That's 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead. Oh, was it 1 damage?
Yep.
Okay, so 3 dead. But the rest have gone on Battle Shock anyway. Because you've done... There was already 4 gone off the table. That's 7. And I don't have any command points. And they are not. Right, okay, so hitting back at this unit. I'm at -1 to hit, to wound.
Yep.
And I'm at -1 to save, aren't I?
Yeah, but I only did
I forgot all about
I
that.
think I only did like 2 wounds last time anyway. So.
Take a model off. Okay then, so let's go for this. This is now hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s and 6s.
Yep.
Okay, so let's take the 1s and 6s. Oh my god, that's a roll in terms of 6s. And then take the 2s and 3s out. Nice and complex. And the 1 out. I'm doing well on this one. And then re-rolling on the 4s. Okay, so I did well on that second re-roll. And then
4s to wound re-rolling.
4s to wound re-rolling. 6s. Nope, good.
Nope.
Keep asking you that, but gosh, you've got so much shenanigans. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 saves at -1 rend. Which do you ignore the -1, or is it just the demons that do that?
That was appalling. That is 3 of them dead.
3 of them dead. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Good though. You're still stalling that big fat unit.
Still stood there, and that wound technically.
Into Battle Shock. D6 -1. Half guards over there. Get the 5, so there goes the unit.
You lost 2 on that unit.
They're 8,
I don't
so
think you
I'm
can,
good.
Yeah. And then my Blight King, 6, I lose 1. So 1 of them goes.
It's a messy old game, this, Jack. That gives you 3 points in that turn. Brings you to 9 to 13.
Not enough.
I don't know how to call this game. It's messy as hell.
swings and
It's
roundabouts.
ugly as hell, this game. I think a lot of it depends on who gets the next turn.
Yeah.
Because I've got magma drops on drip feed wounds over there. Easy enough for you to pick off with a round of magic, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I could probably kill those.
And then you
magma
kind of
drops.
come over here and you're going to start securing some big points. So I think you can come back. Well, let's do the roll off and let's see how it pans out.
Yep.
Here we go then. Roll off for turn 3.
4.
God, turn 3 or 4? 3.
Got
Oh my
3.
god, I got a 2. You go. Right, this is in the balance. We're having a good old rant at each other off camera. It's brilliant. Neither of us can agree that the other person's lost it. I think I'm dead. He thinks he can't pull it through. But I don't know. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just make the dice decide then, Jack.
Let's see. Yeah.
Well, dice and tactics.
My cycle's gone over, so he heals D3 wounds. So he heals 2 up to 3. Magic, I'm going to try and do Plague Winds. I'm going to hack up a portion of his guts because there's no reason not to. So that's a 7, so I get it. It's a 14-inch.
Oh, we're just hacking a portion of his guts, give him an extra 1 or something.
It gives him an extra. Makes him take a mortal wound and gives him +1 to cast.
So lances through that magma drop.
I can only get the magma drop, so that's just 1 mortal wound. Well, it's D3.
D3,
which is
2 mortal wounds.
Which is
kill him
to get him. Yeah.
Yep. So he goes.
So that's that one gone. I'm going to try and reset the cycle with him. Do. So I'm going to go to reroll wounds of 6s.
Okay.
Because that's kind of what I need. I need defense. I'm going to try and go for a deluge of Nurgle. I get it. So that is 7 dice. Come on, some filthy rain. 4 units. Half guards, magma drop.
I've only got 4 units. Oh, wait. Just to point them out, there's a couple of smiters, yeah? Just in case you forgot them.
Yeah, so Volkites, 3 mortal wounds.
I'm sure there was a dude with a wound here, wasn't there?
No, because I did 2 mortal wounds to them, so I killed 1.
Right, okay.
So 1 dies and 1 takes wound.
Just trying to keep it honest.
Magma drop takes 2.
Oh,
actually, I can't choose that magma drop, so I'm going to have to choose the Volkites, the half guard. And
why can't you choose the magma drop?
Because he's in a forest and I can't.
Is it line of sight?
Technically.
Does it say you have to choose visible units?
I have to have visible.
Oh.
Technically, I can only choose that one because everything else is blocked by the forest. So I'm only going to choose the Volkites.
Can you choose it 4 times?
No, you can only choose the same unit once.
Okay.
And then he's going to Mystic Shield himself. He gets it. So right, I guess it's Mystic Shielded. That's magic. It's into movements.
Into the movement phase.
Light King's running. Oh. 6.
What's their move?
4 inches.
So 10-inch move.
So
do you want a 6-inch bubble from here?
As long as I've got 1 there, I can then do the charge.
So, you got way more than. Oh right, that's your back model. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I was slightly confused what you were doing there. Why would you charge? Why not just take the objective on models? Because you can probably kill something.
Yeah.
They're not going, that unit isn't going to die.
It's still 50-50. I might as well
yeah.
Because I don't think, with the 10-inch run, I can't get enough models on the object.
He's only taken 1 wound, but I think that unit can easily remove him.
Going to retreat and fall back.
Okay.
2, so getting over to there.
Yep.
This guy's going to run.
Run.
It's only a 1, but that gives him a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-inch move.
Gets into there.
But technically, if we have a 3-inch measurer, he cannot move through that gap. So, I'm going to move him first and go to there.
That's fine, yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
And then they're going to go to there.
Well, do you want to bring them... Oh, yeah, just blocking the gap, yeah.
I might as well pop his command ability.
Yeah?
To ignore.
So you're back to 0 command points. I haven't tallied up there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And then...
Wait, hold on, you're on 1 command point, so you're back to 1 command point.
Then he'll get to there, so he's 3 inches away.
Okay.
That's movement. Got no shooting, so it's just into charges now.
Alright, charge phase.
Right, I guess. 8. Yeah, just slam it straight.
Slam him. Slam dunk.
4 up.
Yep.
Squished for D3. Just 1 mortal wound.
Takes him out.
Then the Blight Kings, because they're near the tree. Gives them a 7, so they can get.
Yeah, they're good.
Like
moving on up.
That.
Do you want all 5 in there? Because you need to double rank them if that's the case.
That's fine, only 4 need it.
Okay.
That is charges.
You say only 4 needs it. There's a dude back here.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I dare say you're going to remove him, but...
That's the hope.
Yeah.
Well, as it is now, I get that objective because you've only got 2 guys.
Well, assuming I don't kill 3 of them, which would be a miracle, let's face it.
So that's everything, so it's just into combats.
Okay. Okay, combat phase. We are doing the Blight Kings.
Yeah. Hitting on 3s, that is a lot of 6s. 4 6s. That's what you like to see with Blight Kings. Yeah, I fight that much. I get an extra 3 and an extra 2.
How's it going?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 saves at -1.
6, 8, 10, 12. That's not all your attacks over, is
Yep.
it? So 14 saves at -1. So he's 14 5-up saves. And that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 wounds against him.
Still alive with 4 wounds.
Still alive with 4 wounds. He's coming back. 9 coming back at you. 5 mortal wounds back at you.
Kills 1 and takes wound.
And I'm going to start counting down on his wounds. So he's got 4 left, yeah?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Well, that's it really, isn't it? Volkite Berserkers hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Wounding on 3s, rerolling 6s.
Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling the 1s. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 6s. That is 5 wounds. Nay rend.
5 4-ups. Followed by 5 up.
5 up!
2 goes through.
Do they bounce back in any way with this guy?
No.
Okay.
Not unless I roll a 6. Then he gets to attack back.
Sure.
I frantically find his rules because I never get him. Right, he has 5 attacks with his gnarl rods, hitting on 2, wounding on 3s, 2 saves at -1.
2 5-up saves. They didn't charge this turn, so that's 1 wound going
So
through.
it's 2 damage. The mouth.
Whew.
2 attacks. 3, 1 hits, wounding on a 2, 1 wound, -2.
6 made it.
And the Nurglings. 1 wound, no rend.
On a 4 goes through.
Just 1 damage.
1 damage. Magmadroth attacking back at your guys. 3 attacks with the horns and claws. Hitting on 4s. He doesn't get any of them. And then the Blazing Maul. Hitting on 4. Doesn't get.
He rerolls 1
Why?
because the rune that's active.
Good point. Forgot all about that. He does get the wound. And then wounding on 2s, rather. Which he gets a 1. So he doesn't get.
There you go.
He hasn't got Gilded Claws on himself, has he?
No,
He gave
that
that to
was the
somebody
other one.
else. Which leaves me with nothing more than the Latch Axe. On a
This
3.
is the big one though. This is one that
Wounds on a 3? No. There you
Well,
go.
could have
Good
been
combat.
one,
Good
I
combat,
think.
dude. Moving into Battle Shock. Yeah, okay. I expected you to do more that turn.
Yeah, the ground clean ones are good. They just
I thought that unit was
yeah.
gone, and I was thinking if you take that unit, you're ranking up the points.
yeah.
I'm quite surprised they're still there, but Roddy G's just not a combat beast, is he?
They're not great.
And I thought he had I thought they all had the vomiting attack, so I thought that's going to do stuff.
He gets it in the hero phase and it's a lower range, and it's
So that unit still being there for me is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, huge, like game winning, huge, and it doesn't look like it does it 6 dudes, but it's just what I can do in this turn. Okay, points wise, that you get 5 points for that.
yes.
And that's driven from 1 over
1,
here.
2, 3, 4 because of the behemoth.
Yeah.
And then 5.
5 over there. Okay, so
So I guess I kind of
13 to 14. I'm 1 point behind going into my turn 3,
yeah.
and you know I'm going to score. I mean, I'm not going to score that.
Probably not.
You know
gonna
what?
score
He's
that.
really injured. You know what? I might not be able to get him over there.
I think you'll
even
be able
with a
to,
run.
with a run. You'll be able
7
to get him
inch?
within 6 inches.
He's a 7-inch move, though.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, let's find
We'll
out.
find out, yeah.
Here we go then, into my hero phase. Runic Empowerment from back here.
Yeah.
Goes off on a 4. To be honest, there's probably no one that's worth granting it to. You can give it to that
him.
Magmadroth.
Might as well.
This is going to be retreating anyway, and they're out of range. So you know what? Runic Empowerment on the Magmadroth. The Rune Smiter is going for Runic Empowerment.
Why not?
Gets it. He's going to give that to...
Himself.
Is that 18 inch? Holy Within.
Yeah.
So, nope. Himself.
Yeah.
Pointless. Oh, actually, you know what? It's still in effect in your turn. So, Runic Empowerment, and then over there, Runic Empowerment, the most important one. And of course, I roll a 3.
That goes
Sod
off.
Law.
That goes off. It's a 3 for Runic Empowerment. It's a
Okay.
4 for the Prayer of Ash.
You're right. He's also got the Prayer of Searing Heat over there, which I think is a 4, goes off on a 5. Is there anyone within 18 inch?
The Great and Clean one, and that one dude, and this one dude.
So let's make the Great and Clean one -1 to hit.
Yep.
Because they're -1 to hit, wound, and save, aren't they?
Not
still?
anymore.
Oh, I thought that was
They've
still in
lost
effect.
it, yeah.
So that's Searing Heat done.
Ash.
Prayer of Ash might as well try and make someone
Big
defensible.
four.
Nope. And Rune Gilded Claws. No.
That didn't matter though, to be fair, because he's already got reroll.
And there's no Magmadroth that's probably going into combat.
Yeah.
No, not
Well, I mean,
really.
both the Magmadroths have already got reroll wins, so it's like.
Oh, of course they have, yeah.
You know.
Foolish me. Right, I think at that I'm into movement.
Oh, what rune are you popping?
Oh, I did say to you off camera, completely forgot
Yeah.
about it, and I've lost it. So
Is it the one that does like wound rolls of 6?
Searing Heat.
Damage?
So 6s do damage, and I know you're making me re-roll them, but you know what? I'm re-rolling so much, 6s tend to pop back up.
Yeah.
Going into movement phase, then running.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Yahoo!
run. 4. It's got a 7-inch move. So 7 plus 4 gives him 11 inches.
Oh, yeah. It's enough to get within 6.
It's enough to get within 6. These guys are going to retreat.
Yep.
To 3-inch. And I'm going to shield him as much as I can. Can't do much, but I can stop Rotty G going through anyway. It's a shame because, you know, sling shields. This Magmadroth is going to run. It's a 4. Next up, I am going to run this Magmadroth. A 4. So again, he's got a 7-inch move, hasn't he, at the amount of wounds he's at. That takes him to 11 inches. All he's going to do is come round this tree / smoke column and park himself there. Not a lot he can do. Nice array of D6s there. And then, can you just move that half guard unit 4-inch forward to like within
Just
3 inch of
3
those
inches
guys?
away,
Yeah,
yeah.
of everything. You know, take him. I don't know whether he can fit round that corner. Actually, can he? Probably not. No, I get a 3-inch stick on that. I don't think he can.
About there.
Okay. Shooting. Here we go then. 18 throwing axes at this dude that's in my way.
Also, I don't think you ever rolled for see if your
Oh,
ring was
yeah.
empowered.
A searing heat, yeah. No, it's not.
Okay.
There you go. Here we go then. 18 shots looking for 5s.
You're on the 6s.
Please don't tell me I'm re-rolling 6s.
Yeah,
Please
you're
don't tell me I'm
You're
re-rolling
re-rolling
6s.
I'll have a
You
check.
just said I'm re-rolling 6s on wounds, didn't you?
No, you're not re-rolling 6s on wounds. I think you're re-rolling
Oh.
6s too. I'll have a check.
God, I've got so many 6s.
Good.
And only 2.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Ah. 4 hits
Yes.
from about 9 hits.
That's perfect, because that's how many dice I have left after my dice.
Wounding on 5s. Re-rolling.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them, and 3 of them do an extra damage.
With 3 extra damage, 2 go through, and then so that's 5 damage in total. I can mess up my dice lines now. Yeah, he literally goes. You
2 throwing axes, yeah?
You axe
Yeah?
through him off the
I
table.
the entire unit lobbing axes at him was just enough to pepper one dude off. And I rolled so lucky on that re-roll. That was on the wound, rather. It was 3 6s on the wound. Nuts. There we go then. Into charge phase. Only 1 unit there. Big fat unit. And they get +1 to that, don't they?
Yep.
That's a 9-inch charge.
Oh!
So I'm coming all the way through, baby.
You can go all the way around like that.
Yeah.
You would have chosen one Blight King.
37 attacks onto the Great Unclean One after that monumental charge. You know what, as well? I could use the pile-in to slide around a bit, but I'm just not going to bother because you're rubbing your eyes in agony. I'm giving them the +1 to hit.
Yep.
So these are hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s and 6s, is that right?
Not re-rolling 1s, just re-rolling the 6s.
Oh, of course, I've lost the re-roll 1s.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s and re-rolling 6s. Right, let's take the 1s out. God, that's a lot of... Re-rolling the 6s. All going through. 3s to rune, re-rolling, and re-rolling 6s.
6 is doing extra damage. I think he's got that.
Wounding on 3s on the re-roll, 6s do double damage, extra damage. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 6s.
4 6s.
And then tallying up the rest. So that's a total of
22.
26, 26, but 4 of them are on extra damage.
-1 rend, which I ignore, so it's a 4 up save on the 3 damage. It's 9 wounds so far. And then
Hold
the
on.
other ones.
Oh, have you got the dice?
Yeah.
22, just
Yeah.
good to go.
Ones
that don't work on camera as well. I like your style.
Oh, I'm
You can hide it.
scrounging for anything I've got. So that is then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 28, plus 9, 27.
27, 5 up ignores, yeah? 27, 5 up ignores.
I'm looking for 27 6s. That's fine.
If he's on 1 wound, well, that dice is getting re-rolled.
That is 3 mortal wounds back on you. That's not enough.
3 mortal wounds back on me.
4,
I ignore 2 of them, so he does 1 wound back at me.
10, 12, 14, 16, 19 damage in total. And he's
Pop.
hacked apart.
So what kills a Great Unclean One? A fat unit of Half Guard.
Half guard, kill everything.
Into Battle Shock. There are no Battle Shock tests to make.
No.
I score 6 points in that turn. 2 over here, 2 in the middle, and
2 there.
2 there.
2, 2, 2, that's 6.
Takes me to a 5-point lead going into turn 4. Both of us are utterly exhausted by this game. We've said we'll never put these 2 armies up against each other ever again. My hands are so tired from rolling dice. Roll off for turn 4.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack's using his lucky gold dice for this roll off. Turn 4. Straight over the dice tray. And a 6. Jack, I didn't see your 1, mate. I mean, literally. And at that roll, let's explain what we mean by "and at that roll." I'm going to bring up the map cam to talk about it. Essentially, what I would do in this turn is these guys slinky round here. It's only 4 inches. But I can get a charge, and I get +1 on the charge, and I'd have, and I
With
could
that,
move this forward to make sure I get a reroll.
2, 4, 8 points, and
Yeah, I've got 7-inch charge, so it's enough. Yeah, it's enough to get bodies onto that objective.
You get 8 points, and then I just can't do anything at that point.
Yeah, because I wouldn't do anything over here.
And then
There's no
that's
need to
another
do
turn of
anything
me
over
not being
there.
able to get that because I won't be able to get to your magma draft.
So I just leave them there. That would take me to 8 points, which would push me up to 27 points, giving you quite a deficit.
I just don't have the bodies left.
And then you're out of bodies. And I could choose not to do that, of course. I could choose just to use that unit to wipe all of those guys out on my way through. But I'd probably wipe some of them out anyway and still take the objective.
Yeah.
In fact, I only need one model on there, don't I?
Yeah.
So actually, I could probably wipe all of those out and take that objective. Which leaves you with Rotty G and 4 guys over here. Which, you know, one way or another, you're going to do some damage.
I mean, I'll probably eventually by turn 5 be able to have your backfield, but like
by then I've got your back. Well, I've already got your backfield, yeah, and the midfield as well,
and the points advantage. So
yeah, because all I do as well, just to make sure there's bodies, is pull stuff down. Have you got anywhere near enough where you could summon units?
No, because you've been by my trees all game, so it's stopping the trees from generating corruption points.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it was a horrible game.
It was a slog. It's what happens when an immovable object hits another immovable object, but the other immovable object can do a bit more damage.
This is the way it goes. One does a bit more damage, but is slower. The other one does more damage, less damage, but is faster, and they're both immovable.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
It was just a mash.
Yeah.
And I honestly think if you'd have taken turn 3, you might have been able to do something extra with it. You didn't.
It's just
you take turn 4. I don't think turn 4 is going to make that much of a difference. You sneaked a few points, but not enough. Either retreated back over there or tried to get over there. Maybe I've only got one model over, 2 models over, or 1. So you maybe could have sneaked some points, but even so, you didn't get the roll. So
woulda,
coulda, shoulda. Well, we hope you enjoyed that. We're going to jump over to a post game now for our patrons and have a little bit more chat about how demoralising this game was. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. It's sometimes fun to watch the sheer agony of what Age of Sigmar can be at times. Your rolls were just nuts, but you know, let's hope you enjoyed it. Comments on the bottom. We're filming on. I doubt you'll see these two armies face off against each other for a while. But you know, lesson learned. Moving on. See you later, guys.
See ya.
This video is made possible by our patrons. If you want to know more about how to support us, click on the link to the right.